Hey, well, it's being when to come back with another video. Fam, I had to hit this video here. This may ruffle some feathers a little bit. I know idolatry is strong in America, and we look at these certain individuals as stars and look up to them because of something that they just do a little better than everyone else, and not because everyone else have the same opportunities to do these same things, but they were granted an opportunity to be professional athletes, blessed with a lot of physical talent, opportunity to be entertainers, blessed with the ability to sing and rap and act and whatnot. But I just think it's very disingenuous to, pay these people exorbitant amount of money, right? Let us know what neighborhoods they come from, or give us the narrative that they all come from low economic backgrounds. Some have been drug dealers in the past. Some have come from single household. So we know that the majority of the professional athletes and entertainers of Afro-melanated status. And like I said, if you didn't get a chance to see my video I did on race classifications and how it was contrived simply for hierarchy purposes, being able to discriminate against other groups of people. The race classification system was only to cause division and to keep certain group of people in power. The people that started the race classification, of course, knew that race didn't exist, but they knew they did a great job of instilling such a stupid ideology in the masses of people that they'll be able to control the masses and have the masses not know who they are, because no one knows who controls this nation. We know the corporations and whatnot, but we don't know the individuals, right? We know the front people that they put out in the open, like Mark Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett and Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. All these cats, they just front men, So we know Jeff Bezos. We know you guys are y'all not the spark plug behind the engine. You guys are just a part, okay? Sum of all parts. So when you look at this and you see the amount of money and wealth that's being transferred within just a small group, because remember, the United States have the largest inequality gap of any developed world in the world, or developed nation in the world, rather. So, and what that means is, in every other developed country, the wealth inequality gap is a lot smaller, meaning there are more people with more opportunities to sustain and gain financial wealth and financial stability across the spectrum. Not just in America, like in America where 20% of those with wealth owns 80% of the wealth. Okay? So, and then when you got 4 or 5 people, just 4 or 5 individuals that owns more wealth or has more wealth than probably 75% of the world's population, that's interesting. And I say that to say this. We have these individuals that are idolized, and the public, the ones that put these people in such high power. Because remember, these people wouldn't be who they are unless you, the consumer, made them who they are. See, we drive this economy, and I told you in our last video about the present-day slave system and the present-day indentured service system. That's exactly what they don't want us to know. How we drive this economy. How if we don't buy the crap, the GDP don't go up. So we have to stay. That's why these commercials, family. That's why you totally inundated with all type of propaganda, all type of commercials. Buy this, buy that, because they know we're a nation of consumers. And when we're a nation of consumers, we take the responsibility off of those that should be giving it back, paying it back. Let's take Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. You're known around the world as a professional basketball player, as the GOAT. I never, ever bought a pair of Jordans because I thought it was ridiculous. I played college basketball where we got shoes free. So the notion of going out and buy a pair of shoes for $100, $200, $300 was foreign to me. I thought it was crazy. But what also was crazy was the fact that here this guy is, made billions of dollars, and in the city that you played 18 years and brought 6 championships to, these people love you like a god. The public school system have 25,000 teachers on strike, 300,000 kids at home, and I promise you, if I was just to guess, probably half of the 300,000 kids or students probably own a pair of Air Jordans one time in their life. Why aren't you in Chicago speaking on behalf of the teachers, speaking on behalf of the children and the students? And if the issue is salaries and class and more support staff, okay, why wouldn't you use your power, influence, and money to make sure that the city that made you Michael Jordan, get those kids back in school, help those teachers? But what do? You open up a clinic in Charlotte, North Carolina. And you crying during the opening of the clinic as if this some huge momentous occasion. Dude, you've been a rich billionaire for damn near 20 years. And all that you can do is open up a clinic, not fund the school district, not purchase a community of homes, affordable homes for people in Chicago or people around the nation, because you know about the homeless situation, not, join a coalition with other NBA players or other Afro-melanated financiers and open up a hospital, a clinic. When we know this clinic, you're going to be getting mad tax breaks, okay, and quiet as kept, you probably didn't fund the clinic. So where is this coalition of NBA players, entertainers, or Afro-melanated status that understands the wage gap disparity, that understands the public school system disparity, that understands the prison system disparity? Why aren't these people doing more? When one person named Mr. Smith, Dr. Smith, can go to Morehouse College and pay all the student loan debt for every graduate of that school during that particular year? And people are still buying Jordans. Okay? So family, I just wanted to put some food for thought out there, kind of bring things in perspective, okay? I never wanted to play in the NBA. I was good enough, but to me, it was a sport. It wasn't my passion. Michael Jordan said the reason why he's now trying to be more political and more philanthropic is because as an NBA player, that was his craft, and he had to focus on his craft. Dude, it's basketball, okay? I tell you, teaching 25 kids in front of a classroom, okay? Going to someone's home that just had an emergency heart attack and you on the ambulance, all right? Going to a parent's home where the children left alone and it's an abusive situation, so you got to make a decision to help these kids, okay? Those 3 things are craft. Those 3 things make a difference in other people's lives. Playing basketball don't make a difference in other people's lives. But you have the greatest opportunity, and you had the greatest opportunity to make a difference in many people's lives, and you built a clinic. Okay. You guys satisfied with that? And you're looking down to a $300 pair of Jordans? Okay. But like I say, guys, there was a lot of deception. And with the fact that we have so little political and economic literacy, these people can get away with this. And we continue to still idolize them. No. In fact, I just want to come back with a little food for thought. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to videos. In the meantime, between time, may the Most High decide to bring you joy. Being willing the truth is out of 5,000.